I was never, I suppose, a storyteller for children, except when my daughter was small. And I used to make up stories the way my father made up stories, the way my mother made up stories. Except for maybe now, Angel and the Baby Jesus, which was a story, not my story, but my mother's story. Because when we were small, she used to tell us stories in Ireland, and Angel and the Baby Jesus was one of them. It's a true story, and it was verified by her sister, my Aunt Aggie, who would gladly shoot down anything my mother said. So this was a story that was embedded in my head. When I became a teacher then, I largely turned everything into a story. I believe in the story. Even if you were teaching the history or the development of the noun or the dangling participle, I always thought you should begin with once upon a time. I hope people would enjoy whatever I do. As far as Angela and the Baby Jesus is concerned, maybe they could understand that very early in her life, my mother had this powerful maternal impulse, so powerful that she wanted to take the baby Jesus out of the nativity scene and home to warm him up. That's the gist of the story, that she felt sorry for him, that he might be cold. And I don't know, she was a compassionate woman. Kindness was her umbrella virtue. And I believe in kindness as a major virtue. And if that comes across, fine. Except I don't want small children running around to churches and liberating the baby Jesus all over New York or whatever they read the story. I'd like to write more children's books. I had a lot of experience not writing them, but inspiring them, I hope. When I was teaching at Stuyvesant High School, I used to have my junior classes write children's books, write them, illustrate them, bind them. I think some of them were published later on. I've lost track with some of the kids who had their children's books published, but that was my major relationship with children's books. When I grew up in Ireland, we didn't have any books, never mind children's books. It wasn't until later, till I began teaching, I heard of Dr. Seuss and so on, and Mother Goose, and Grimm's Fairy Tales.